Hey everybody, Steve-O here for Movies and TV's On the Ball. And as you know, if you've seen some of my videos, I am a huge Simpsons fan. This is part of Simpsons podcast. And I wanted to talk to you guys about the top 10, maybe top 10, maybe top 20, just kind of a list of Sideshow Bob's favorite episode. He was, if you guys don't know, he is Krusty. He was originally Krusty's um, side sidekick in a lot of the episodes. He used to be blown up out of a cannon and then framed, and then in the first season episode, I think 9, 8, 7, it was called Krusty Gets Busted. Sideshow Bob framed Krusty the Clown for robbery, and he's voiced by Kelsey Grammer, who is from Frasier, and probably my top. I don't know what my top 10 was, but probably my maybe top 3 is probably Cape Fear, in which he it's kind of basically like the Cape Fear of the movie. Sideshow Bob stalks Bart, and he writes in blood, and I think that's where the Die Bart Die comes from. But he was in that episode. He helped Homer in or I'm trying to think. There was the one where he wanted to destroy the Republican Party or something. Like Sideshow Bob's Last Gleaming, I think was the title of the episode. I like that one. That was all right. The my favorite one was Brother from Another Series, which starred David Hyde Pierce as his brother Cecil, and I think he came back with John. It was kind of a Frasier reunion with the dad. He played like the therapist, and then I also like probably the other episodes. I'm kind of randomly spitballing. Is probably Black Widow, where Sideshow Bob is pen pals with Aunt Selma and wants to marry her and get close to Bart, which I think was kind of interesting, kind of a good episode. You know, going back to Cape Fear, I thought that had a lot of good scenes in it. Trying to think, there was I can't remember the name of the episode, but it was season 14 because he showed up so there was season 12. He showed up where he hypnotized Bart to kill Krusty, which was a pretty good episode. And then there was season 14. I think it's the Great Mouse. Had some pun that dealt with the Great Mouse Detective, where Homer is has a killer that wants to kill Homer, and he gets Sideshow Bob to help him deal with the ramifications of Sideshow Bob. It ends up becoming Frank Grimes, who was Homer's enemy in season 7. But I like Sideshow Bob. I think he was. I think my favorite one, I think, will always be Cape Fear. Like I said before, Cape Fear and Black Widow. But I did like. Hold on, I'm kind of spitballing here. Then there was try to think what other episodes he was in. season 1 episode, Krusty Gets Busted, which was season 12. Black Widower. He was in Sideshow Bob Roberts, which was an episode where when Sideshow Bob is released from prison and is elected mayor of Springfield. I think that was the one that was. And then he was in a blimp where he did like. He told his plan. I remember that one. No, Sideshow Bob's Last Gleaming. Okay. The Great Louse Detective was a good one. And then the Italian Bob, where the Simpsons become lost in Italy, finding their way in a small town that Sideshow Bob is the mayor, which I thought was a pretty good episode. And he has a son as well. But like as I said, I'm a huge Sideshow Bob fan of The Simpsons. I think he is a really good foil for Bart. I liked how in Krusty Gets Busted, he Homer steps on his foot, and that's how the whole escapade of Sideshow Bob. But I know I haven't listed every Sideshow Bob episode, but I think there was one where Bob is living next door. I haven't seen them all, but I'm just kind of spitballing my favorite Sideshow Bob episodes that I've seen. I know there's more, but let me know what your thoughts are on Sideshow Bob. I think he's a really good foil for Bart. I think he's Bart's Moriarty. I think that Sideshow Bob. I think Kelsey Grammer, like I said before, he does amazing work with his voice. But let me know what your favorite Sideshow Bob episodes is down below in the comments, and let me know what your thoughts are on Sideshow Bob as a character. As always, I'm Steve, and this has been a Simpsons podcast special episode. So let me know what your thoughts are, and see you at the movies. Bye.